got Michelle on our launch lab call today for a few minutes, and you need to hear Michelle's way that she talks to strangers, walks up to people, begins conversations. So I want you, Michelle, just for the sake of the team, could you highlight one or two of those like stranger encounters, people that you didn't really know that you began a conversation? How do you open up the conversation about LifeWave to people currently?
So I think for me, it's I don't know whether the people just see that, I've got this thing on my head that says I want to tell Michelle that I've got a sore leg or a sore something, right? So if there is any opportunity for them to be talking about, because obviously you ask how they are and they go, oh well, and if I don't know them, they're not going to launch into I've got this. But if they are limping or they've got anything like that, I go, oh, I noticed that you've got that you're limping. Is that a recent injury, or is it an ongoing indirect injury? I've got a wellness business with this an amazing patch, and it's a stem cell reactivation business. Would you like me to talk to you a little bit about it? And then they go yes or no. But a lot of the time the people are open, because if they've got an issue, then they're going to sort of start chatting. And people like to chat about themselves. I'm not a person that chats about myself, but I encourage other people to chat about themselves. and so basically I just ask them. And then I also, if I don't know people and I say, oh, and I'm just being introduced to them, they ask me what I do. And I say, well, I've got a business. And they go, oh, what's that? And so I just talk to them all about the X39. And, there are some people that'll go, I want to know more info. And then I will just send them the this is it info. I'll get their telephone number. It's just, and I think it's just being confident enough to believe in your product. And we know that it works because there's those amazing testimonies. I mean, every day we're hearing how this actually is helping people get their lives back. And I mean, that's the main thing. But the other thing I think that I've had an epiphany with lately is it can actually make you some good extra income. And so, again, if I see people that are working hard and, they're putting 70 hours a week in, I say, is there an opportunity for you to, to do something else to get income? And then if they have that opportunity to say, yes, I've got a few extra hours, I go, well, I've got an amazing business for you. And, and then I tell them what it's done for me and how, it's changed my life, both health-wise and wealth-wise. And I don't know, but I do talk to everybody, somebody every day.
You do.
So,
yeah.
and I love the product so much, and I love David Schmidt, and I love the fact that you can build a good business and make some good money. So it's a no-brainer, really.
I love it. I love it. So I want to pick up for the team. So you've chosen language and words to say I'm like I'm in the wellness industry, or I'm
yeah.
So repeat that again. So you say, I'm Michelle, I do this. What is it that you say you do?
I have a wellness business. Would you be interested in hearing a little bit about it?
Love it.
And I've always been in that space, and not in an industry side of things, but I've always been very health conscious. So for people that I suppose when they look at you, they probably go, oh yeah, you're pretty healthy, I'll listen. Or otherwise they'll go, I just launch into how good I feel on this product and what it's been doing for me, and and also talk about how it's been helping others. And I think when you talk about wellness, and I also say to people, as we're getting more mature, and I know that with this product works for youngsters as well, but obviously in my demographic, I say to them, look, I just want us all to be well as we mature, because everything, gets a bit aches. We get aches and pains as we get older, and they all go, yes. And then they're open to, understanding that if they retire at any time soon, they want to be well and healthy to be able to enjoy the labor, the years that they've labored. So So yes, I say I have a wellness business.
Yeah.
And then I just but I loved Gina Merritt going, I have a miracle patch. I might start using that one, this little miracle patch.
I love it. That, and then you said, and it's a stem cell reactivation patch, because no matter what the governments are saying, threatening LifeWave with about the word stem cells and who owns it, and everyone else on Facebook can say all those words, and LifeWave has to be careful at the moment, but no one can stop you say one-to-one with someone where it's not being recorded. So I love that you own it as a stem cell reactivation.
Yeah. And I just talk to that, and then I obviously go into a bit more of detail of what ask them if they know what stem cells are, and it's what causes our aging, and the whole entire body, it's the master cell. So our whole entire body is made up of stem cells, and then I go, tell them we age, from 30, that half of them aren't working, from 60, most of them aren't working. So I just give them a quick overview of that too, and then I send them information. Yeah, and I do patch some people as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, do you get tongue-tied when you're talking to people who don't understand what stem cells are, when you start talking about the aging and the...
No, I think most people try and tell you that they do know what they are, but I sometimes don't necessarily believe that they do know what they are. I mean, because really, at the end of the day, I suppose it's becoming a little bit more out there in the media now, with these high profile people wanting stem cell replacements in Mexico and stuff like that. But no, I just say it's, and then I talk to them about the GHK copper peptide, and say that it's a bit like how the sun works on your body. It's not the sun that gives you the vitamin D. It's actually the sun hitting your skin that's then activating the vitamin D in your body. So the copper peptide is activated by the patch, with heat coming through from the patch, because your body's made up of light, energy, and heat. So, and I just sort of talk to that, and they go, oh, okay. okay, I'll believe you. Okay, great.
But it's true. I believe you. It's the confidence and the clarity and the simplicity around it. And she's not trying to deep dive on those calls to or those, connections, because she wants someone else to be able to say the same thing. My latest practice I've done is saying, the copper peptide that this elevates in your body, the way Michelle just said, it's the holy grail of age reversing. It has been known for years as the holy grail of age reversing. So again, people may not know stem cells, may not know copper peptide. So you just use one or two sentences that you pick up from a presentation, and you just repeat those one or two sentences. And what Michelle's saying is she's listening enough to these presentations. So we tell everyone, like, in the background of your day-to-day, listen to at least one or two different presentations a week, because what you absorb of information, quick one-liners, isn't it, Michelle? It's the one-liners that you absorb.
Yeah. You just have to stay connected. And I think the beautiful part is if you're doing this business on your own, there's such a fabulous community out there that you can either go on your WhatsApp or your Facebook or whatever, and you can see people talking about the business and working the business, and you go, and it inspires you to continue to do it yourself. Because sometimes, when it's like working from home and having your own business, if you don't have a team around you that's in the office, you can sometimes lose motivation. But the fact that what I love about this is I can jump onto these sorts of calls and be motivated. I can jump onto any of the YouTube or anything that's going on. There is always something going on that will encourage you to work the business.
Awesome. Thank you for letting me put you on the spot for recording. I'm Michelle Mann, one of our best salespeople on team. So I'm going to press stop now, and I'll share this.